Hello all, this is Dswank, and I am again in Space Engineers. I've got a little update and then a short little discussion on a ship that I'm building. I'm in the process of building and presenting ideas for construction on large scale stuff. So the news update is with this recent update to the game, the once again have access to the Frigate save, so I can pull that out, finish it up, and have it up on the workshop this weekend. I plan to do the same thing with the Corvette. Now, on to the big scale project that I'm working on. It is a battleship. Here is the first part of the ship. This is only half of it. I am going to copy this, put another layer of armor down it, and then paste it on here again. So that's going to be the large midsection of this ship that I'm building. It's going to be significantly longer, however, and that's where I'm going to get down into the pieces parts that I've put together. I still need to put together about half a dozen more modules, and then everything else is going to be a unique module. I'm probably going to put together a module for crew that has crew space, dining hall, and all that, and that'll be my biggest module for this ship. So that is probably my next plan, but let's talk about the modules I have built. Well, starting, here's the big turret. The plan is the ship's either going to have 6 or 8, possibly 10 of these. Alright. Now, the only internal module that I have completed so far is the reactor module, which there would be several of in the ship. You have this passageway through. And actually, this module isn't complete yet because I want to put the lights on it, interior lights, and name them. Where did the big construction go? How did I lose that? Okay, there it is. I don't remember why I was looking at that. It's 2 o'clock, and this is like the 10th time I've re-recorded this. I haven't liked any of my responses so far. Or not responses, but recordings so far. And really, let's behave, please. Okay, but we have this tunnel here. And then we go back down. And we have this cross through down here. Fairly simplistic. I like it. And I'm going to be doing several more interior blocks in this style. And putting them together to build the interior of that. Now, building the hull of it, I have built the sections, modules, for the hull. I have point defense strips, and I have 2 versions of it. This is the center line, which I'm thinking there will be 12 in total of this module on that ship. This is the angled module. Hull with the point defense strip, as you can see, angled. And I'm thinking there's going to be 8 of these on the ship when it's done. Now, this is just same hull module, but without the point defense strip. And this is a cap for said module, and that is the center line with no guns on it, and that's just a big slab of metal. And as you can see, that this section, how they all fit together, there's that cap that I was talking about from the second 45 up the two, is that 35 degree angles? And over. And then I have all the piping inlaid in the walls. There will be piping running through the rest of the ship. But my plan for this is actually this section right here that's in front of us is going to be opened up, and it's going to have a docking bay here. And no, this entire thing is not going to be a docking bay. I'm going to have a wall or a roof line here and on the outcropping down here and across. And the space above and below are going to be crew storage, stowage, and cargo and things like that. And so on and so forth and yada yada yada. But a lot of the center area is going to be cargo. Not cargo. Why'd I say cargo? Like I said, it's been a long day recording. But the center area is going to be hangar capacity. Hangar capacity. And we're going to, or I'm going to have a relatively huge hangar in this. And like I said, this section is going to be the main, or the centermost section. It's probably going to go half again as long, lengthwise, that way, and same that way. And it's going to narrow down a bit in between each of these flat hull sections. So hopefully it won't look as monolithic. It'll look more swept on the sides. And then the front, I'll have to figure out how I'm handling that, whether it's going to be a knife blade or a point. And then the back end, I am going to use Titan engines on this. And then I've also got to figure out where I'm going to tuck in all of the horizontal and vertical thrusters. So I've got some work to do to get this set up correctly, but it looks like it's going to be a fun little project, and I'm looking forward to seeing how well this goes. So if this is something you would like to see me continue with construction of, like my videos, you see the construction of this ship as it goes, or if you'd like me to hold off on doing any more video on it until it's done, leave a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear more about that. Part of the reason I've recorded so many versions of this video is I've been kind of indecisive on it. But I'm enjoying building this, and apparently my system's handling it like a champ. I was afraid it was going to slow down significantly. One last little bit with the big turret. I may rebuild that because I'm not too happy with it. The way the model works, you can't really have... you have to do like 3 spaces in between each barrel to have a piece of metal come in between. And I kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly if that's what I want or not, but I kind of do. Because it big and open just looks kind of silly to me, but it's Space Engineers. Everything we're doing is kind of silly. There is a program, a script that you can put in a programming block that will link the rotors with, say, a interior turret that you have, as long as you have everything named correctly and stuff. So I hope to put the interior turret link on this so it actually fires and works out. So that's kind of my plan. I hope it works, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.